Hello and welcome to the City of North Miami Code Enforcement hearing. Today is December 5th, 2018, and I am Beatrice Kezo, Special Magistrate for the City of North Miami. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a code violation exists at your property as observed and cited by a code enforcement officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded, therefore all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during the proceedings. When your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should come forward to the podium on the left side of the room. When asked, please speak directly into the microphone and say aloud your name, your business or mailing address, and your relationship to the property. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and the property owner and or violator will be given an opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation of city codes exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or for repeat violations, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new, non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing date should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceeding to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding of fact and or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matter considered at these proceedings, then the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant, and it is recommended that persons who plan to appeal their case should provide their own court reporter at these proceedings. Pursuant to city codes, if the City of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. If you are present and will be given testimony on a case, please rise and raise your right hand so the officer could administer the oath.
You're going to be up here speaking on a case. Please rise, stand up, with your right hand, so I can swear you in. Thank you. You swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Just say, I do. I do. Everyone, please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you're about to give in this proceeding will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skills, and ability?
I do.
Please announce for the record if there are any additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda.
Item number 3, CEZPU 2018-00051 has complied. Item number 4 and item number 5, MHVIO 2018-00997 and 01003 were both postponed a month. Item number 7, CESSP 2018-00245 complied. Item number 8, CERCV 2018-00139 off calendar due to owner change. Item 18, CEEXC 2018-00012 was postponed to January. Item 19, CEGMP 2018-00266 is postponed to January. Item number 20, CESIP 2018-00056 is complied. Item 22, CEODS 2018-00160 is complied. Item 26, CEODS 2018-00148 is complied. Item 28, CEGMP 2018-00278 is complied. Item 32, CEJNK 2018-00144 was the incorrect folio number. Item 33, CEWWC 2018-00114 is complied. Item 34, CEWWC 2018-00115 is complied. Item 35, CEWWC 2018-00026 is complied. Item 36, CEPFY 2018-00452 is complied. Item 41, CERCV 2018-00125 is complied. Item 42, CEPOM 2018-00012 is complied. Item 44, CEOSV 2018-00060 is complied. Item 48, CEMHA 2018-00003 is complied. Item 49, CENUS 2018-00841 is complied. Item 50, CEGMP 2018-00072 is postponed 3 months. Item 54, CENUS 2018-00763 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 55, CEPFY 2018-00522 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 56, CEFAW 2018-00239 is complied. Item 59, CENUS 2018-00583 is complied. Item 60, CEEXP 2018-00206, off calendar due to owner change. Item 64, CEMHA 2018-00008 is complied. Item 65, CEJNK 2018-00156 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 68, CEPPK 2018-00008 is complied. Item 69, CEGMP 2018-00185 is complied. Item 70, CEJNK 2018-00155 is complied. Item 71, CEMHA 2018-00004 is complied. Item 76, CEWWC 2018-00030 is complied. Item 77, CEPFY 2018-00531 is complied. Item 78, CEFAW 2018-00246 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 80, CEMHA 2018-00005 is complied. Item 81, CESSP 2018-00205 is complied. Item 83, CEFAW 2018-00212 is complied. Item 84, CEZCU 2018-00004 is complied. Item 86, CEJNK 2018-00160 is complied. Item 87, CEPFY 2018-00432 is complied. Item 88, CEGMS 2018-00036 is complied. Item 89, CENUS 2018-00644 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 94, CEPFY 2018-00519 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 95, CERCV 2018-00138 is off calendar due to owner change. Item 96, CEGMP 2018-00265 is complied. Item 100, MHVIO 2018-00259 is complied. Item 101, CEPFY 2018-00446 is complied. Item 102, CEEXP 2018-00171 is postponed 3 months. Item 107, CESID 2018-00005 is complied. Item 108, CEEXP 2018-00204 is complied. Item 109, CEIVY 2018-00282 is complied. Item 110, CEJNK 2018-00159 is complied. Item 116, CEPFY 2018-00487 is complied. And those are all the amendments and deletions to the agenda.
Great. If we're ready, please call the first case.
The first case is item 47, Gloria Sabers. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case number is CEWWC 2018-00106.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Good evening, Gloria Sobers, the owner.
Thank you.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On August 2nd, 2018, the property was cited for weather-tight and watertight conditions, reference the roof, that appears to be in disrepair due to the blue tarp on the roof. And as of today, the tarp remains on the roof, no change.
Ma'am?
Yes.
All right. What's going on with the roof?
I was waiting for the insurance to be-
Pull it up. Pull the mic up so we can hear you.
I was waiting on the insurance.
You're waiting on the insurance. Was this damages caused by
The hurricane.
damages to the roof was
Yes.
caused by the hurricane?
Yes,
Which one?
last year.
Irma?
Yeah.
This was cited when?
It was cited August 2nd, 2008, 18, sorry.
But
Okay.
I did not get that letter. I didn't get it.
And did you open a claim with the insurance company?
Yes.
Okay. And where are we in the process?
I just heard from them. I'm just waiting to get a check.
Okay. All right. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, well, I'm not sure how much time you'd be willing to give them in order to get the check from the insurance and find a contractor to do the roof.
Let's bring the case back so that we see where we are.
Okay.
Because this has been open since August, you said?
Yes, August 2nd.
Okay. So it's October. It's barely. You said August?
Yeah, it was open August 2nd,
I mean December.
and
Forgot
today's
what
December
we're in.
5th, yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to adjudicate. Let's do this. Let's come back next month. Because if you said that they've already made a decision on your case,
Yes.
so come back next month. Are we? Wait a minute. Next month would be January 2nd, so that's canceled. Then give it February 6th. And let's see whether or not you have received a check, because once you receive the check, then I can rule and give you basically a certain amount of time to get the job done.
Okay,
okay?
yes,
So we're gonna come back and to make sure that you did receive the funds,
yeah,
and so that we can proceed with getting the work and get the roof repaired,
fine.
okay? At which point I will enter an adjudication, so if you get the check tomorrow, I would say that you need to contract to have somebody come in and do the work,
Sure.
okay? If
Okay.
not, when we come back, I want to know where we are, and if the check has been received, then I expect that we're going to move it along so we can get it repaired, okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am, thank you, have a
Thank
good
you.
evening,
Thanks very much.
good luck to you.
The next item is item number 90, Nguyen Chu. Case number CERCV 2018-00150. Ernst Baptiste is the officer. Item number 90.
Thank you. Is anyone here? Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Good evening. My name is Nguyen Chu. I'm the home owner.
Okay.
I need a translator, please.
You need a translator?
Yes.
Spanish or?
Spanish.
Okay.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for an RV that is parked at the property. The violation was observed on July 31st, 2018. Certified mail was sent out. Property was posted on November 16, 2018. And I took picture of the property to show the RV.
Okay. Sir, is this your RV?
Yes.
This is your property?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Do you understand the violation?
usted entiende la violación.
Bueno, sinceramente no la entiendo porque como está dentro de mi propiedad, pero bueno.
Sincerely, I don't understand since it's inside my property.
In the city of Miami, in order for you to have an RV stored park at your place, you need to have a permit, a variance that will allow you to keep it.
En la ciudad de Miami.
Entendí.
Un permiso.
Sinceramente no lo soy.
Sincerely, I didn't know.
All right. So how long you going to need to remove it?
¿Cuánto tiempo necesita para quitarlo de ahí?
Yo traté de someter el permiso para adquirirlo, pero se me ha hecho muy difícil.
I tried to submit the permit, but it's been very difficult.
Y yo no pienso usar eso por ahora.
And I just not going to use that for now.
So, decidí sacarlo de la propiedad.
So I decided just to take it out of there.
Un amigo mío se lo va a llevar para Tampa,
A friend of mine is going to take it to Tampa,
pero necesito un poco de tiempo porque él está trabajando ahora y con la fiesta se me va a hacer un poco difícil.
but I need some time because it's difficult for him since the parties and the festive,
He means the holidays?
the holidays.
Okay. All right. So then I'll enter an adjudication and I'll give you 60 days. Okay. So that's going to push us well past the holidays, right into February.
Yes.
So you have 60 days. You already have somebody in mind that can, remove it. Then that should be fine. Now, in the event that that does not happen, I expect you to be back here. That's February, right? February 6th?
Yes.
Okay. And so just so you know that it needs to be done, if I find that nothing has happened and there's no plan to have this removed, there's no variance, I will enter a daily fine amount of $250.
Si por alguna casualidad lo muevo antes de los 60 días, tengo que venir a reportarlo acá. ¿O cómo?
If I do get to move it out of there before the 60 days, do I still have to show up here?
No, actually, let the officer know, and he'll drive by to make sure that everything is fine, and then he can take it off calendar. That way, that saves you a trip. You don't have to come back here.
Me
Okay?
deja saber al oficial.
Te agradezco mucho su ayuda.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
The next two cases on the agenda are item number 10 and 11. They have two different officers. So the first case is CEGMP 2018-00170 for Alvaro Merchan. John Dorville is the officer.
Give me the page number again.
Number 10, please.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and
good evening,
relationship to the property.
Alvaro Merchan, I'm the owner.
All right, Mr. Merchant. And you're comfortable, or do you need a
No,
translator?
it's okay.
Okay.
Good evening, Code Officer John Dorwell, City of North Miami Code Compliance Office. This violation was given to this individual was initially written in 6/5/2018. It was posted 11/14/2018, and it was also attempted to be certified mailed, but it was returned. I had conversations with this individual homeowner about the issue. The issue is actually concerning siding of the property. I'd like to show you pictures. As you can see through the pictures, this was a garage, but seems like he's removed the wall and placed a temporary kind of structure in front of it. He was given, I mean, obviously this was cited in June, and nothing has been done up to this point.
What was the delay? This is since June,
Delay in terms of bringing it to court.
right? Trying to work it out?
Well, obviously I gave him one extension. There was issues in terms of our office having a backlog of cases.
All
But
right.
during this
Mr.
time period, just to finish, during this time period, nothing has been done to the property in terms of this siding.
Mr. Merchant?
No, what he told me about was for the stucco. I have an open permit for the stucco, and it's gonna be finished by the end of December. The stucco, the things for the picture, I'm gonna clean it tomorrow. So, and the stucco will be finished by the end of December.
Okay. What is, maybe I'm a little confused. Are there two cases? Yes, it is. Okay, maybe we're addressing the wrong case.
This is a CEGMP 2018-00170. This is in reference to the general maintenance property. That's the one that was called.
Yes.
Okay, it says repair exterior siding
Yes.
on property. But you talked about the garage door.
Well, this was supposed to be a solid piece. He created it by removing the he removed all the surfaces and put in what looks to be like a garage, but he removed the siding.
I see. Okay. And what's the next case?
Number 11.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case from last month for the administrative variance, the RV that is parked on the side of, not rear of the property. We heard this case last month, so it's back for a report of repeat of previous compliance.
Okay, let me handle this one first. All right, sir. Do you understand the violation?
What he told me when the day he said it was for the stucco. So the stucco, I opened the permit and I'm gonna finish for the stucco because right now it's without with the mesh. So it's gonna be done by this month.
All right. So if I understand it, you're going to replace, is this where the full siding?
This is
Was-
an opening that he's created on the side of the home.
Correct.
Yes.
Is this where that he needs to repair?
He needs
the
to
some-
repair that section, correct.
Okay.
So
When are
so
you
that
going
one
to-
has to be covered. It's okay. That's-
Entirely,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
as it was before?
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, I'll do.
Out of curiosity, why did you remove the?
No, I didn't remove it.
Oh, you did. You were not
No.
the one to remove it.
No.
Did you
Al-
just
al-
purchase the
al-
property?
when? Always like that? When I bought it.
It looks more like a barn type of.
It's a complete opening to the side of the home.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what temporary structure he put up. I've explained to him there was multiple portions of the property that had issues. There was a portion of it that had complete siding that he removed, and he was supposed to put some stucco on. But this is also part of that same issue where he had a completely open, other than these 3-4 pieces of white wood he has placed, it's a completely open to the property. I mean, security issue, issue in terms of it's not water, airtight.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when I talked to him, he said he was going to enclose the entire thing. But up to this date, this is where he's standing, same pieces of wood, 4 or 5 pieces of wood, halfway open to the elements.
All right. Okay, because I'm a little concerned about the length of time. This has been ongoing since June. So, sir, I am going to rule in favor of the city. I do see that the violation does exist. I find in favor of the city. I enter an adjudication. I'm giving you, because this case have been open since June. I want to see where we are. I do want you to come. Well, everybody gets 60 days, huh? Automatically, because we don't have a hearing next month. So I will see you back here on February 6th. So you have your abatement date is January 30th. So by January 30th, I need to see that you are in compliance. If you are not in compliance, there will be a daily fine amount of $500. So, I hope you understand, and then you trying to get this matter resolved, because this case has been open for quite some time, since June.
All right.
All right, what's the next case?
Item number 11, CERCV 2018-00137.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case that was, want to make sure. Yes, it was heard last month in reference to the recreational vehicle, the RV that is parked on the side of not rear of the property. I did speak with the property owner last week, and he asked me for an extension, as I told him, because it was already presented before you that we couldn't give it any more extensions. I did speak to Derek Cook yesterday regarding this property. He did bring to my attention that the variance has been applied for. So for this case, I don't mind, tabling it, or giving him an extension for a month. Derek Cook and CP&D stated that he's a little backlogged. He has some help possibly starting, he said, hopefully tomorrow, being the 6th. So I'm going to ask that this case be tabled at least for a month to give the city time to look over his administrative variance application.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yeah. The RV is out of the property right now because I have to get the permit. I have to do a concrete slab. I went and asked, and they told me if I am still in violation, it has to do with a contractor and a lot of money. If it's not violation, if I don't have a violation, I can do it like a owner permit. So that's my thing. I'm gonna be still in violation, or
Well,
You have to speak. Go ahead.
did you remove the,
Yes,
because
it's
I
out.
know when we spoke
Out.
last week, I asked you to have the RV removed. Is the RV removed?
Yes, it is.
I'll re-inspect tomorrow, and if it's
Okay.
removed, I'll go ahead and close that violation out.
Okay, good.
Great. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good evening.
Thank you.
The next item is item number 17, Antoinette Etienne. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer in the case number CEGMP 2018-00117, item 17.
Good evening, ma'am. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
My name is Antoinette Etienne. I'm living in 700 Northeast 138th Street, age 80 years old. So what's the violation about? Tell me, because I have many other problem with this house. Can you?
Does she have more than one case being heard today?
No, no. Things I require for the house I'm talking about, not
Who's the officer? Pilar. Who's the officer?
Karen Jean Lewis?
Pass it. Ma'am, can you is she here?
She was here.
Okay. We're going to pass your case and then we're going to recall it as soon as the officer walks in, okay?
okay.
All right, you can sit here and then I will call your case. What's the next one?
Item number 53, H2A Investments. Shanna Sanders is the officer in the case number CELDR 2018-00064, item 53.
Good evening.
Good
Sorry.
evening. Sadi Benemu. I'm the agent.
Yes.
1835 Keystone Boulevard.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This, yet again, is a case from last month that was tabled. We was giving this manager, if not property owner, time to pour down some more rocks. As of last week on the 28th, when I re-inspected, rocks still needed to be poured. I'll let, I guess, the manager explain what's going on with the property because he said that he has complied, so I'll let him show me the pictures and see what's going on.
All right,
Yes,
sir.
hi. Well, it took a little bit longer to get rid of the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Like the landscaping guy said that we had to do the treatment like 3 or 4 times because they were under the rocks, the original rocks. So it was very difficult. I have pictures to see them, how they grow. They find their own way out of the rocks. So we stopped putting more rocks. We did a treatment. We killed all of them. And then we came with the rocks to cover and to avoid any problem.
All right. Have you shown it? Show it to the officer.
Yes, please.
Let me see here, yeah. Just to put on record, this is the case for the land development regulations for the non-maintenance of the driveway. Yeah, can I see a view of it?
And the pictures are, this is from the side. This is the whole picture. This is the lips, those are lips.
Okay, let it show the record that he's showing me pictures, whereas he's poured more rocks. Seems as though he's sprayed some type of, I guess, chemicals on there to kill some of the weeds. But yes, per the pictures that he's showing me, if this is what the property looks like today, I can go ahead and we can dismiss this case as well. I can pass up pictures if you would like to see.
Not necessarily.
But yes, but by these pictures, we can close this out. Violation has been abated.
All right, great. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's recall. Is officer? Yes.
She's
Let's
right there.
recall her case.
So item number 17, Antoinette Etienne. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The case number is CEGMP 2018-00117, item 17.
All right.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On April 12, 2018, the property was cited for general maintenance of property, so pressure clean and paint the awnings and the fascia boards. And as of the last reinspection date of November 14, 2018, there has been no change to the property.
Pass up the photos, please.
What you talking about, the owling? I apply from you all and you'll never give me no response. I need painting, I need owling, I need at the entrance from the street to the property.
Ma'am,
itself there.
ma'am, I can't hear you. Give me
Oh,
1
okay.
second and I'll give you an opportunity to respond, okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
So it needs painting and pressure cleaning, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Yes, I know it's a serious
Okay.
violation, but I need help because I've applied for help because the owling, I need owling, to paint the owling, which the owling is going down because an all-time owling. I need the house to be painted. I need the windows and them. The windows, I need to repair to get new windows, and I need from the street to the pavement to come in. There is a big hole when rainfall. There is a lot of water forming a pool. So there's a lot to be done on the house. And I'm 80 years old and I don't have a job than my social security. This year, early this year, my water from the toilet was overflowing. I got a bill for $900. I had to pay it gradually. They made arrangement with me, I paid gradually. After that, I had to fix the toilet itself. From there, I got sick, and then I was keep trying to get some paint to paint the house, but it drag on till I couldn't get it. And finally now, I just come out from burying my sister. When an expense, when I came, I noticed that. So I just under a lot of stress. And I'm not on a lot of stress. I don't have a job than the Social Security. I'm getting. It's a lot of stress on me. I would like it to be done because honestly, my house is the dirtiest house on the street. I know that for myself and I can see. But I need help.
Well, first and foremost, you don't look 80. You can easily pass for 69.
Thanks for your compliment. Thanks for your compliment.
I guess second, you said you applied for assistance with the city?
Yes, but it kept dragging, and finally.
Do you know how long ago that was?
That was sometime in the end, I think the ending of last year. And then.
End of last year, as in 2017?
It was about that time because I can give you the specific time, but it was about that. So it was coming for this coming year.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and has anyone contacted you to say whether or not you're qualified?
Well, two of the officers came to me and they were giving me some encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
Because they saw I can't remember the name, but two of the employees from the city was encouraging me, but I did not get the help at that
Can
time.
anyone speak on this? Does anyone know about any assistance at the city or helping elderlies in the city?
I did forward her information to CPND because I know they have a program to help the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone reached out to her or how that process works because we normally, when we cite certain properties, our manager has us email Marie Ferrens from CPND because they have a program within their department that they assist the elderly.
I'm going to table this case so that somebody can look into it.
Please.
And then report back so that I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you are one, Mr. Baptiste. Yes, he's one of them.
He's familiar with your case?
Yes, yes. He was, because two of them were trying.
Yeah, I was the officer for her block, and I took the application and I went with her and see Mary. I mean, her case is ongoing, but it's been a while though.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna table it because she has her application pending with the city, and if the city's taking a while, then let's table it and see what's going on, what's happening with her case.
Please.
Pictures. All right, ma'am. I have tabled your case so that the officers can look into it and see what's going on with your application, where we are, what's the status of your application, and then, they can inform me the next time the case is called so that I'm aware of what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so very much.
All right, ma'am.
So wait on them. the
Um,
officers.
Procedurally, yes.
No, we have a resident that is willing to paint her house for her.
Oh, wonderful. Isn't that something? All right.
Okay, thank you, Jesus.
All right, give her your information. That's wonderful. See?
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
You're welcome, ma'am. Best of luck
But
to
I
you.
still have the howling and the windows not good. And plus when it's raining, from the street to the pool, it forms a pool of water. It's a lot of leak problem.
All right, you need to talk to the city about that, and I don't know whether her, homeowner's insurance. I talk to the city, and they'll figure it out, and then the next time the case comes up, then I'll be more informed as to what, if any, aid that the city can help. But the young lady in the front have just volunteered to help you.
Thank
Okay?
you. I appreciate that
You're
very much.
all right. Give her your information.
How long are we tabling this for?
Well, we're back here in February, right?
Okay.
February 6th.
Okay.
So the next item on the agenda is item number 98, Roshanet Singh. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The case number is CEWWC 2018-00032, item number 98.
All right.
Translate, please.
Translator?
Yes, please.
All right. Please state your name and relationship to the property.
My name is Roshanet Singh. I'm the owner.
All right.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was cited May 10th, 2018 for watertight and weathertight conditions. There's a tarp on the roof, and as of November 14, 2018, when the property was posted for this hearing, the tarp still remains. And there's, the tarp still remains. Where's the picture?
All right.
Your Magistrate, I did speak to Mr. Sene when he came into the office. However, we've been told when we have the cases, after giving an extension, we have to go ahead and fill them to be heard.
Okay. This has been ongoing since May.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Sene, this is your house?
That's my house.
Okay. What's going on with the tarp? What happened? Speak into the mic. Speak up.
Après cyclone Irma, et puis, quand il y a là, au flat, m'enterrer les compagnies d'assurance moi.
After Irma, this Hurricane Irma, I called my my insurance guy.
Yes. Il venu, il just bam $800 pour me capable réparer un caille.
And he gave me 800. He came. He gave me $800 to repair the house.
Si qu'on y a un point adjuster qu'on y a travaillé sur caisse là, m'gon caisse pending qu'on y a là.
I have an adjuster now, and the case is pending.
All right. Hurricane Irma was that. Remember what month and year
September.
that was?
September
2017. Okay. The insurance. All right. Well, he's in the same situation as the previous owner, where this
Do you wanna-
happened during the hurricane, and the insurance, basically are not paying, or at least dragging.
Do you want to table this one until the 6th as well?
Let's do that, because that's what we did for the previous owner. Sir, I'm going to table it till February 6th. When we come back, I want to see where we are with the insurance company. Hopefully, we'll be much further along in the next couple of months. Okay? Just make sure you and your representative stay on top of the case and contact the insurance company so that we're clear as to where we are with that. Okay? All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Officer Noel, pass this up.
The next item is item number 99, Rosa Maria Romero. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case number is CEWWC 2018-00016, item number 99.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Carolina Valenzano. I'm partial owner of the property with my mother.
Okay.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was cited April 23rd, 2018. I made contact with
My mom. Well, it was me. It was me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I made contact with Carolina in reference to getting an extension for June 5th. And as of June 8th, there was no change. And when I went to deliver the notice to appear, I made contact with her mother, who advised that she will have the roof and fascia boards repaired before the hearing today. But as of today, the roof is still not repaired, nor the fascia board.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to show her the photographs so
I
she's
think
familiar with
I
the.
think I've seen it. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, the windows were repaired. I was able to do that. My mother doesn't work. We had a lot. I recognize the pictures. Thank you. We had a lot of things going on in the family, and economical hardship has been one of the main reasons why it hasn't been fixed. I had to ask my brother for help, and he came forward. He has been diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and we had been back and forth all over the place. So finally, we were able to, I got the windows fixed, and I got people to come over and take a look to get estimates just to fix it, and it was no less than $2,000. So I couldn't do it. So then I got my brother to help me, which he was able to do it a little more, and he just recently was able to get a couple estimates because the roof needs to be repaired. So he said, why spend $2,000 to repair it just to make it look pretty when we have to fix it and spend more money? I brought the estimates, and he actually just recently hired them to do the work. I just need a little bit more time. That's all. I don't know, maybe, 60 days if I could. Maybe another day to come back and, it's going to be repaired. I have the estimates here if you want to see them. It's up to
Show
you.
them to the officer, and she'll bring them up. right, I will give you the 60 days, but I'm going to enter an adjudication. I do find that the violation does exist. I'm giving you 60 days. And trying to get the job done within those 60 days. If not, then I'll need to see you back here on February 6th. But your abatement date is January 30th.
Okay.
So, which means the officer is going to come by and see where we are in the process. Is the job done or in the process of working? Obviously, they're going to know to pull a permit.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to pull
That's
a
what
permit
my
to do
brother
the
told me, that
roof.
they were going to do that, get some permits to start the work.
Okay. And if we need more time, when you come back, then we'll revisit that. But for now, it's an adjudication, 60 days, abatement date January 30th, daily fine amount $500.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you. All right.
The next case is item 45, Ferdinand Jean Baptiste. Ernst Baptiste is the officer, and the case number is CEEXP 2018-00158, item 45.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Hello, good evening. My name is Fernand Jean Baptiste. That's my dad's property.
Okay.
I'm representing him.
Okay.
He wasn't able to be here today.
All right.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was opened back in July 14, 2018 for the exterior that needed to be painted.
Mhm.
Property was posted and certified mail was sent out. I'm showing that the postage was done on November 16, 2018. And I've been in contact with the owner. I took picture today and then
All right. Do you understand the violation, sir?
Pretty much we have to get it painted.
Correct.
Right now we're in the process of, because I came here maybe not too long ago, maybe I don't know, it was like a month or 2 months ago, regarding for a gate that we're trying to repair.
Okay.
And so right now we're in the process of doing that. So right after we're done doing that, then we're gonna go do the painting. If we could get an extension, we'll definitely get that job done.
All right. So at this point, by default, everybody's getting a 60-day extension. So I will enter an adjudication. That means I find in favor of the city that I do find that the violation does exist.
Yeah.
So you have 60 days, probably a little less. You have by January 30th to fix, do the painting.
Yeah, because
And
we're
if
trying to paint the whole house, the whole. We're just trying to paint everything. So we're doing our gate, and we just almost finishing with that part. So, just the cost of it. That's the part. That's the thing right now we're trying to work on.
Okay, so when we come back on the 6th, you can remind me if at that point that we need to give you an extension, depending on where we are in the process, then we'll revisit that. But for now, I have an adjudication, 60 days, and a daily fine amount of $350.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Good luck to you.
The next item is number 91, Pajovi Holdings. Vanessa Willis is the officer. Okay.
Hi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. My name is Ramon Perez. I'm the owner of Pajovi Holdings. I spoke with Miss Vanessa today a few times. I have pictures here showing that I comply. I repaired the parking lot that she requested, but she was going to get back to me.
She probably
Code
did
Compliance
not.
Officer Vanessa Willis is not here. I did send her a message because I saw the gentleman here. She said all of her cases are either tabled or complied. So he'll have to get in contact with her tomorrow to verify if it's indeed complied. But she's not here to speak on the case.
Could I show the pictures of the parking lot? I have it on my phone.
Restripe.
And I did email her the pictures of the parking lot.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I can table it. She's going to come around to see the work, and once you're in compliance, she'll close it because you are in compliance. That way you don't have to come back.
Yeah, I just
You
don't want to
understand?
come back. That's the whole thing.
I understand.
Yeah.
Then, once you're in compliance, she'll close it out.
Okay.
And that way you don't have to come back, okay?
Thank you very much. If
Thank
I do,
you, sir.
If I do, then I would be notified, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to be default.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Take
Thank
care.
you, sir. Have a good evening.
The next item is item 114, Eves Gabrielle. Jose Perez is the officer. The case number, I apologize, is CEODS 2018-00183, item 114.
All right. Good evening, sir. Please state your full names for the record.
My name is Yves, Y-V-E-S, first name.
Mm-hmm.
Last name Gabriel.
Okay. Sir?
Owner.
Mr. Oliver Smith, that's my husband. We own both we own the home.
Okay.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case at the property 165 Northeast 128th Street in reference to outdoor storage. They have a set of pavers on several slots in front of the property as well as on the side of the property as evident in photographs.
I know. That's the nice house on the block, right? That's the nice house on the block, isn't it? Except the pavement, right?
What did you say?
I told him that's the nicest house on the block except the pavement, because we're in the process of doing the pool area over. But we had a little hardship time with the pavement for the pool, and we had a big problem with the, we don't know from the city of North Miami, water line is from our water line. That's what's slowing the process of doing the pool area over.
It's beautiful. Let me ask you, why don't you store it behind the gate?
Because I was at work when they came and put the pavement there. They put it there. The company for the pool set it there, and I cannot move those pavement myself. So the pool, that's why they're there in the front. I was not home when they put the pavement there.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a major problem with the not with the water line. We don't know if it come from the city line or our line, because where the pool area there is water. And the guy showed us that it's water leakage somewhere. So we stop on the pool to find out where the water leakage at. So it made sense to spend $20,000 to do the pool area. You're going to run into a bigger problem down the line with the water. So that's why we put a stop on to find where the water's coming from. Because I can show you the bill right to spend on. We already spent almost $10,000 already just for those payments you're talking about.
Okay. When do you guys are still working on the pool?
Yeah, we're trying to find where the water problem is coming from. We had a big major leakage where the water, when it's coming from my side or your side. So the plumbing somebody's doing, the guy's supposed to come out with something and find out what it's coming from your side or our side where the water leakage coming from. That's a big problem there. We don't know if the carbonized pipe broke on the ground or something like that. The pressure's always good through the hall except the kitchen. And he told us a major leak somewhere in the ground. So we don't want to go ahead and put the pavement down. If it's under the pool area and put that down and come back and dig it back up, that's a waste of money. So we need to find out where the leak is from.
Now, the city's not asking for you to install the pavers, simply to remove the pavers from the front of the property. You could place them in the back of the property, have the company come out and move them. This has been open since,
But it's just
okay,
go
August.
ahead.
It's been open since August, right? So you've made no effort to contact the city. You've made no effort to contact me. You didn't explain the situation. My number's on the violation itself. We went into the hearing date. The city's just requesting for the pavers to be moved to the rear of the property or placed somewhere else that's not in the front of the property.
It's not right in the front of the property of my house. It's like on the side of the garage.
It's in the front. It's in the front lawn. That's evident by the pictures.
How long do you need? You can have the company come back and move them towards the back of the property.
I would ask them, since we got a violation, I asked them. I asked them to remove the pavement. That's it, in front of the house.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So by default, you you get until January 30th.
All right, babe.
If, once it's done, contact the officer and let him know, and then, he'll come around to make sure that everything is done.
You want me to move the pavement inside on the side of my house too? You move the pavement there? That's a fence there. I can
The ones that are behind the fence are fine. It's just the ones that are in front of the fence.
So that one pallet of rocks, you need me to remove those.
Correct.
Oh my.
Okay.
Okay, just get it done. Let the officer know, and then he'll close it. He'll close it out. It's not him. I'm sure you.
Through the neighborhood. That's a lot of violation worse to me. 'Cause I got my house is one of the nice house on the block where I live at.
It is beautiful. You guys have done a wonderful job.
So if you worry about some pavement in front of my house.
You guys have done a beautiful job, but it's not him. Your neighbors are probably calling and say, "Do you see that?"
They have a worse than that. They have a worse.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So.
people still have a blue top in their house from the hurricane. So.
Yeah.
They have a worse.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Thank you.
All right. What did I do? What did I say now? Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Adjudication, 60 days. Daily fine amount, 300. Make it 200. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Next item on the agenda is item 67. Kente Dulcme. Jose Perez is the officer. The case number CEFAW 2018-00245, item 67.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Kente Dulcme, I'm the owner.
All right, sir. 67.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. We're here hearing the case for 12720 Northeast Miami Court in reference to maintenance of fence, walls, and hedges. The issue is with the fence on the south side of the property that is in disrepair. Here are several photographs of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
It's fixed.
That's an old picture.
Hmm?
That's old.
That's old?
Yes.
So it's been fixed?
Correct.
All right, show it to him so he can close out the case.
I just decided to take the picture today on the way here.
That's good.
Completely different.
Okay, we can dismiss it.
Okay. All right, wonderful. All right, sir, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Have a good one.
The next item is item number 25, Bien-Aimé Prosper. Ernest Baptiste is the officer. The case number CEWWC 2018-00065, item 25.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
My name is Jeremy Puspe.
Okay.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami. Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for a roof with a blue top that need to be removed and repair the roof. Case was open back in June 21st, 2018. Certified mail was sent out. Property was posted on November 15, 2018. And I have, for the record, picture showing that the roof has a blue top on it.
And
Okay, Mr. Prosper, go ahead.
moi gen problem pou m fix roof la.
I have a problem
And-
in fixing the roof.
Mwen te fè claim.
We made a claim.
And yo pa bam claim la. Koun yo te voye $4,000 pou mwen.
The claim was denied. I was sent $4,000,
And I'm register, m pote register,
and I got an adjuster.
m baka chanje chèk la. M still gen chèk la la.
I still have the check. I can't change the check.
Sa panse man pil an pil pou roof la.
C'est ça?
M panse de roof la an pil.
Oh, the roof is on my mind a lot.
Men, jiska prezant, m baka ete kou mwen se ke konseyner chanje, ki te pti yon kay la pou mwen. Le sa, m pa katrape mesye a, pi chanje, pi sinye chèk la pou mwen.
I can't get somebody to co-sign to change the check for me.
Mesye a ki Paul, kes la kou mwen rele sa men? Ajuster di fòm drape mesye a, ki konseyner kay la pou mwen.
I have to, excuse me, the co-signer, the adjuster said I have to get in touch with the co-signer to sign over the check.
That's a problem.
Men, sa ba ka kouvri kay la to.
It's not enough to cover the cost of the house.
$4,000, ajuster a gen $800 la dan.
It's $4,000, your adjuster gets $800, that's not enough to cover the house.
Because that looks like it's about 3/4. The blue tarp covers about 3/4 of the roof. So $4,000 does sound kind of low.
Blue top non couvri 3-4 kay lan, donc $4,000 pa ase pou fè 3 kay lan.
Non ben $4,000, ajuster a gen $800 la dan.
I only got a check for $4,000 and the adjuster gets 800 of that.
Okay. You sound like you have some other issues as well with the co-signer that you cannot find. Is that a co-owner on the property? The co-signer?
When I was purchasing the house, he just co-signed the house.
All right. So the claim is still open with the insurance? Is that our understanding?
Assurance compagnie dit pas bon plus l'argent pour faire kay la c'est pour on dit bon kay dit pas bon plus l'argent.
The insurance company says they're not going to issue any more money. What I have is what I have.
All right. So your case is slightly different from the other two previous owners because not necessarily. I think he can still pursue a claim. He says he hired an adjuster, right? Is the adjuster working on the case? Is the adjuster going?
Ajuster fin travail. Ou nou voye $4,000 nan $4,000.
Question pour est-ce que l'ajusteur a travaillé pour tout?
Ajuster a pas travail.
No, the adjuster's not working for me anymore.
Ajuster tan pou chèk la chanje pour use.
He's just waiting for the checks to be cash so he can get his money.
All right. I have a whole lot of questions, but I'm not going.
I think you need to get a new adjuster, I'd suggest.
I have a whole lot of questions. Well, sir, you're going to have, I'm going to table this case to give you an opportunity to make a determination in terms of what you're going to do. with the insurance company, your adjuster, and fixing this roof. Okay? And the only reason why I'm doing this is because the two prior owners who were before you, they were still in negotiation with the their insurance companies. One was waiting for a check to come in. Another one was still negotiating with the insurance company to fix their roof. Now I am giving you more time so that you can talk to someone and make a determination how you're going to proceed. Because if you're not in the process, if you're not negotiating with the insurance company, if you're not going after the insurance company for more money to fix the roof, then we're going to look to you to get the roof fixed. So something has to give. The next time you come here, I need to know what we're doing, what you're going to do to get this roof fixed. Because once I make a determination and internal adjudication, and I have to give you a deadline by which to resolve this issue. So take this time, get something concrete, and when you come back so you can tell me exactly what your plan is to get this roof fixed, okay?
If I have a solution and I fix it, I don't have to come back?
Oh, if you fix it, great. Just contact the officer, and then he will go by the house, make sure that the work is done, and he'll close the case. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good evening. All right.
May God bless.
All right.
The next item on the agenda is item number 93, Paulo de Tarso. Wayne Clark is the officer, and the case number CEGMP 2018-00158, item number 93.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Paulo de Tarso Baranovsky. I'm the owner.
Okay.
I've been over there since 2001, 17 years. And I only got like a 4 notice lately to cut the hedges. But this here, I was not aware. I was unaware of this here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me hear from the officer, because I'm not familiar with
Code
your
Compliance,
case.
Wayne Clark, City of North Miami. Good evening. This was a case in reference to the roof conditions, general maintenance of the property. The property was served on, let me see, this is the old case. We had a lot of them pending, so this one is brought forward too. Kind of was lost in the system, I guess, but he was sent a notice in May, the end of May, of this right here. It was filed on October 26th. So from May 25th to October 26th, that was before it was filed to come to this hearing. He was served on November 13, 2018. Which he has now, the notice to appear was posted behind the mailbox. But he did, what he's saying is he didn't get notice before then. I don't know. I sent the mail out. I have a record of my report that shows that I did mail it out on May 25th. Maybe he got it, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I did not.
So that's, that's not me. That's between him and the post office. But in any event,
but who put
there's
this,
the, excuse me,
this?
I'm talking.
Okay.
In any event, I have talked to him several times. He said that he was going to get a pressure cleaner and try and start pressure cleaning the property. I mean, the roof, I'm sorry. And I went by there on yesterday, I think it was the 4th, or I don't know exactly, to check it out. But I took the pictures last week, and it doesn't look any different to me. So I don't
It's
know.
much wider, man.
I'm going to show him the photos first, and then show you guys for the record. That's your property?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's your mailbox. That's
Yeah.
your property?
Yeah.
This is just part of the.
Yeah, but the way the
Let her look at them first, and then you can go. So he said he started pressure cleaning the roof, but I went by there, and when did I go by there? Yesterday. The roof still looked the same. So I don't know,
It don't look
what's
the
going
same,
on.
man. It does not. It's much wider. I pressure clean. My pressure clean is 4,000 psi. Now, you said, yeah, I need to paint, but you don't say in the paint here. Please pressure wash the mildew stained roof. And I never got that first notice. And
Let me
this
see
one
that.
here, was folded like this here, and put between the
You
my-
see it,
my
you see it, on the,
mailbox
you
and
see
the
it, right?
post that holds over
I
The
there.
see
reason that I posted it behind the mailbox because I'm not going to nobody's front door when it's dogs at the front door,
mailbox
screen
is
door,
right
just going
there. All you gotta
crazy.
do is put inside the
No, sir.
mailbox, down in the middle. I
We
couldn't
do not.
see
We
it.
can't go in your mailbox. That's a federal offense for me to go inside your mailbox. So I did the best I can. That's why I posted it behind the mailbox because he had
Why didn't
Cujo.
you send a letter,
He had
a
Cujo
registered
and,
letter?
and you know crazy dogs at the front door. I'm not going to the
My
front door.
door is all the way from here to you, man.
That's right.
And my
And I'm gonna
mailbox is
stay
right
from
next
here
the
to there.
sidewalk. All he has to do is put inside my mailbox.
Mm.
But he put no protection from the rain, no plastic, no nothing. I found this here by accident. I saw a mail from the next door neighbor, and I noticed it. And I have a nylon string around the pole that holds the mailbox. And I put the letter there, and then I noticed this here, because there was some branch of the tree covering it. And I broke it, and I pulled this out. This was all the way in, just a little piece sticking out. And I noticed this here. I said, what the heck is this here? And I came over here. She said, no, you have to pressure clean. 2 days later, I pressure cleaned. I called him, Wayne, no, you have to paint. So if
You see
wanna
that
paint,
roof?
I don't want to be behind the sketch with you, man. I know for so long, I don't want to.
Right. The problem is that
I need, what's the maximum date, ma'am, that you can give it to me to pressure? Because I live by myself and I'm not working and I don't drive. I depend on people and I need time.
Well, notice is not
I
an
will do
issue,
what you
obviously,
want,
because
though.
he's here. So he did get proper notice. Secondary, can I see that letter that you had that you say you never received, please?
That's they gave it to me the other day when I found this here behind the if I would have gotten a registered letter, I would known about, but put behind them, I can't see that. Man.
Can the mailman access this mailbox? Because this mailbox looks like it's surrounded by trees and
No, it's
branches
right
and
The property, no comment. No comment. No comment on the property condition. That's all I'm gonna say. The property needs a lot of attention. It really
I
does.
will paint, but I need the extension so I can,
That's between
make
you
my
and the
road.
special magistrate.
All right, so basically, it has been pressure cleaned,
Yes,
and
but
now
his
it has
head
to
is
be
not,
painted.
it's not good enough, I can paint, but I need what's the maximum time you can give it to me, ma'am?
All right, 60 days.
Okay?
You have, so I'll enter an adjudication, 60 days.
Do you have any particular color that you want me to paint?
No. I mean, of course, don't paint it on Pepto-Bismol pink.
It's all up to
or
you,
nothing
man.
like
I
that.
think
But what
that-
I'm saying is,
I'm just a
we'll
figure
work that out
being
later.
under the house, but,
We're talking about the roof, no?
Right.
Okay.
I pressure
So-
cleaned,
We'll
but he
work that
doesn't
out
like
later,
the
whatever
job,
color.
So he told me to put a coat of paint there.
But if
But
you
I
did
need
a pressure
time. That's all I
cleaning,
need. It will be
that
done. It will be done. Don't worry.
Okay.
It will be
All
done.
right. Adjudication, 60 days, 300.
you know
Here.
what she mean by that, right?
Huh?
Because you tell them in detail.
Absolutely. Sir, you, within the 60 days, get it done. And if it's not done, when you come back here on the 6th,
No, it will be done.
okay. All right,
Don't
because
worry.
I'm letting you know
I've been
there's
here
a
for
daily
17
fine amount.
years. It's my first time here, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
But next time, please send me a registered letter so I can see it, because the way it has been delivered, I don't think it's professional. I really don't, because it's sticking in there that when I couldn't see it.
I think
with no plastic, it rains, the paper is dissolved.
It's
I
done
would
both
never
ways.
notice.
It's supposed.
I know him for a long time. I
It's
don't wanna
mail.
disappoint him.
It's posted and mailed to the resident.
I never got the notice.
Okay. All right.
So I got 60 days.
Correct, sir.
Once I'm done, I'm off the hook, right?
Once you're done, contact the
Okay.
officer, and then he'll go by and visit.
Thank you, ma'am.
and to make sure it's done. Good luck to you, sir.
The next item is item 82, Marine Sampure. John Dorville is the officer, and the case number is CEWWC 2018-00018, item 82.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
All
Mario
right.
Samper is the name.
All
I'm the
right.
owner.
Okay.
Good evening, Code Officer John Dorval, City of North Miami Code Compliance Office. We're hearing a case in reference to the property listed at 1585 Northeast 124th Street. It is for a blue tarp on the roof. I have pictures. The property was posted on November the 14th, 2018, and was sent certified mail as well. I have pictures. Yes?
Yes, it's the house.
It's the house.
Yes.
All right. I can't see it.
It's there, Your Honor. He's right. From
Thank
Irma.
you for your honesty. What's going on?
From Irma, fighting with the insurance and the bank. Same situation as the other guys.
Okay.
And
So
I
where
have
are we
proof.
with that?
Well, I'm waiting.
Mhm.
The lawyer's fighting with them also. We'll wait
Okay.
and see.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask for an extension too. Which
All
will be
right.
the same 60, I guess.
All right. 60 days. Good luck to
Okay.
you.
And if anything happened prior to that, I'll make sure.
Inform the
I'll
officer.
inform him. Yes.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you. And thank you for helping that
It's okay. I'll make
lady.
sure I'll contact her by the end of this week.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
All right.
Have a
good
blessed
one.
evening, everyone.
You too. Bye-bye.
The next case is item number 92, Paulette Charles. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The case number CEWWC 2018-00012, item 92.
Good evening. Please state
Good
your full name
evening.
in relationship to the property.
Yes, my name is Paulette Charles, and I am the owner of the property.
All right.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was cited April 20th, 2018 for weather-tight and watertight conditions due to the roof having a blue tarp and needing repair. As of November 13, 2018, when the property was posted for this hearing, the violation remains. And the resident did provide a letter from Planet Roofing in reference to the ongoing back and forth with the insurance to try to repair the roof. But as of today, there still isn't much change.
Okay.
Yes, I was trying my best to get that roof repair, but unfortunately, like the insurance, I've been denied. When this happened, I called the insurance by myself, and I made a claim with them, but the claim has been denied by them. After that, I call an adjuster, and I have a lawyer. This is still pending. But also, applied with the City of North Miami, and I applied with Downtown Miami, the SHIP program, and I applied with the, another company that's make Florida, something like that. We build Florida again. But I
Okay.
try myself, I try to borrow,
Mhm.
but my credit is not good to even to finance.
Mhm.
I trying to do it with White Green, but they charge me $30,000 for a roof. So I cannot, I know my limit financially, so I cannot afford that money. And it's 17,000 cash and 18,000. So that's why I don't like it. Every time I go, oh my God, this roof is killing me. But I'm trying, I'm trying. No matter what I do, so I have to get this roof repaired as soon as possible. I'm doing for the City of North Miami also, I don't know. This is they told me it's not guaranteed, it's a lotto, so.
Okay.
And but the SHIP program too is take longer, but I don't want to say years. It told me from 3 months to 3 years, something like that. I
Wow.
cannot wait for that. And
Okay.
other than that, if I cannot find anything approved, so I have to go with some financing White Green. So, but even though it's going to be hard for me because I don't want to go. I deal in over the time with foreclosure. I don't want to deal with foreclosure anymore because they're going to put, why green the program is they add that money to your taxes, but you have to pay it monthly. So the mortgage is going to be, so I know that I couldn't have, I'm not going to, I won't be able to afford that monthly payment. So that's why, can you give me some time, please? Because when I got everything, I need the permit to be done. It's not going to be 1 day or 2 days, it's going to be at least 3 weeks to get the permit.
No, I understand, but
And
what
it's
we're
going to
doing
be
now,
so-
right now, what I'm doing is 60 days, because I want cases like yours to come back so that I see where we are. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm giving you 60 days. I will see you back here on February 6th.
Okay.
All right? Good luck
Okay.
to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
The next item is item 1 and 2, 12297 Northwest 7th Ave LLC. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The first case is CEPPK 2018-00018.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Good evening. Jason Velez, representing the check cashing store. District manager.
Okay.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was cited on July 31st for the unmaintained sign, which is CE SUM 2018-00007. I made contact with Cesar Sanchez, who had requested a extension to repair the sign by Friday, August 31st, and the sign still hasn't been repaired. I did speak to the gentleman to my left. He advised that they made contact with a contractor who was supposed to come repair it, but then the contractor had a delay and it wasn't repaired within a time frame that he expected it to be repaired.
Correct. We have the work order here with the invoice and everything. Before I came here today, I called them again and followed up with them, and they stated that they will be there tomorrow morning at 9:30 finally to do the repairs. So we did put in the order. They're taking a longer time than we expected, and hence why we're here. So, but I do have the invoice, the work order, and everything here.
Okay. Let me see the photograph. Okay. All right, I'll do an adjudication 30 days. 150.
That was case number 2, item number 2 on the agenda, so we'll go to item number 1 because it's the same property, CEPPK 2018-00018.
What's going on there?
That violation was cited on the same day of July 31st, 2018, in reference to the parking lot that needs to be resurfaced with the blacktop sealant and paved, and also to repair the cracks and holes within the parking lot. I made contact with the property manager because he's actually the one responsible for the parking lot, who owns a business next door, and as of November 14, when the notice to appear was posted, nothing was done.
Photos. Okay. All right. How long do you guys need to get this work done?
Yeah, that part of it is, like she said, is the responsibility of the landlord. They work there today working on the parking stop. So I don't know how you call those things, but the parking thing where the cars stop. They did paint them, and I don't know if you want to see them. They did do some work on it today. I just don't know if that's what you wanted, but they did do some painting.
Speak into the mic, otherwise you're not being taped.
So I'm not. I don't know if that's part goes to us or it goes to the landlord directly, those violations, since we rent the property.
Well, the, whatever ruling I make, it goes with the property, so it would go with the, to the owners. Unless it's in your contract, I don't know who's responsible
Yeah,
for
it's in the
paving and,
contract that they're responsible for it. But we'll
Okay.
follow up with them and tell them, what they need to do.
all right, so this one is for paving and restripes and et cetera. Okay. All right, adjudication. I'll do 60 days. And this one is 500. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
to you.
Good evening.
The next item is item 13, Anna Castro. Ernest Baptiste is the officer in the case number CEJ&K 2018-00157.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
My name is Ana Castro.
All right.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case that was open for a junk on property. Case was opened back in July 25th, 2018. Certified mail was sent out. Property was posted on November 15, 2018. And I have pictures showing stuff laying around.
All right. Do you understand the violation?
Yeah, hi, my name is Eric. I'm her son.
Mhm.
I went by her property today and took some pictures, actually today to see if everything is, how is will be better than when he took the pictures. I don't know, that they look old.
Okay. You have some new photographs?
Yes, I do.
Has she taken some of the stuff out?
Yes, this picture we're taking today.
Okay.
take a
Let's
look.
see. Show them to the officer.
This is a black and white picture, and did you remove? There was a toilet that was.
That was really old.
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, that toilet and all that, that's really old. That's like maybe a month ago old.
Let me see.
I took pictures of the
When
front
was
and the
these?
back of the house.
Okay, these pictures were taken in November.
Yeah.
You were there this week?
This week, and there was a toilet on the north side of the property, and there's like 4 pieces of glass leaning against the fence
Careful, your arm is rubbing against
on
the mic.
north side of the property.
Yeah, those glasses are still there. There are doors for a bathroom that we're planning to do. So I mean I don't want to throw them away. I bought them off her up, and I don't want to throw them away.
Not throw them away. Don't you have another location to put them to basically remove them from the public eye and store them somewhere where no one will see?
Oh, they're kind of in there already in the back. So I mean I don't know where else to put them. I mean.
Okay, I don't see them from this picture, so I can't. I don't know.
I have the pictures are right there.
Oh, I do see the toilet. I do see the toilet.
The
The
pictures I
toilet
took,
is in one of the photographs here.
yeah, the toilet have been removed already. I took pictures of around the whole house, front and back.
Okay. I will revisit it tomorrow. If it's been removed, then I'll close the case, but nothing can be exposed
Okay.
and stored on the outside.
Picture right there, you saw the pictures.
Yeah, those pictures, I mean, because it's black and white, it's hard to see anything in those pictures. And there's some picture that I'm looking at, and it look like still
I have
stuff.
the pictures on my phone too. If you want to take a look at them, they have color.
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, based on the photograph that he's submitted, I don't see any of the stuff from your photos, but I'll give you an opportunity to go back and inspect.
Go back, let's go to the side. To the other side.
Okay, I'll pass back tomorrow.
All right, table 30 days. So the officer's gonna go by the property to see, to inspect, and, you know, if you are in, compliance, then he will dismiss the case,
That's
and you
fine.
don't have to come back.
That's fine.
Okay? All right, guys, have a good evening.
All right, thanks.
The next items on the agenda are 30 and 31 for Cynthia Lucian. Jose Perez is the officer. The first case is CENUS 2018-00616, item number 30.
Were you guys present? Were you sworn in?
No, we came in, we were stuck in traffic, we came in late.
Okay, I would have remembered the pretty flower.
Which one's the key? Pilar. 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 Which one's the first one?
Yes.
Did you state your name for the record?
Edward Wakesness, co-owner with my wife Cynthia at 12880 Griffin Boulevard.
All right, thank you.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case for 12880 Griffin Boulevard, reference nuisances. The violation is reference to overgrown bamboo that is exceeding out of their property over onto the neighbor's property. This has been an ongoing dispute between neighbors for several years now.
Years now.
Years.
So we brought it to magistrate for resolution to see what the magistrate deems fair as a resolution. We have photographs here.
Yeah.
Let me understand this. So there's an ongoing dispute between the two adjacent properties?
In reference to the maintenance of the bamboo.
We've had.
What
issues-
side of this?
That
are
that
you
yellow
in?
house is the next door neighbor. So we're on the other side of that fence.
So the bamboo is
It's in our yard. It's
and
our
in
bamboo
your
that
your
we
yard.
planted.
Okay, and
And
so
we've explained to him many times, anything that extends over the fence line, because bamboo grows up and does go out as well. We've told him many times that anything that crosses the fence line, you absolutely can cut. He at one point about 2 years ago, and then again last year, an Officer Baptiste actually came out. He went in, and I've got photos on my phone, and a foot into our yard reached in, cut, hacked, bent over, and killed off half of our bamboo. Left a huge pile on the side of the house. The Officer Baptiste had to come out for a couple of times. I told him again, look, if it's over the fence line, you can cut it, but you can't reach into our yard and cut down things that are growing 1 or 2 feet inside of our fence line.
Additionally, we actually reached out to 3 different companies to pay to what was on his side, because we just really want to live in peace. But that means that they would have to be on his property. And that wasn't being agreed to. So we can't reach his side of the property because it's not on our side of the fence.
And the 2 or 3 of the companies actually said for them to work in his yard, he would have to hire them to work in his yard because what's over the fence line is his property and his would be on him to take care of. So they actually said, even if we do your work, we can't go and cut his side because that's in his yard.
Let me
We've since had, about a month ago, we did have a company come out and clear out a great deal of it, and the arborist that came out actually said from his professional opinion, he thinks the bamboo along the fence line has been being poisoned. Because the bamboo along the fence line is completely thinned out and sparse. If you come 2 or 3 feet in from the fence line, everything is healthy and vigorous and growing well.
So he ruined
So you're saying that they
$5,000
cannot,
worth of bamboo.
they can, huh?
He has now ruined $5,000 worth of bamboo because once you hack it down, it never grows
doesn't grow
back
after
up.
that.
And he reached more than a foot.
Yeah.
He reached about 2 feet in and sawed off only a little bit taller than me, and I'm 5 feet tall. So it's now gone. It's destroyed. We've actually considered whether we're going to sue him over it, which I know is a civil matter, but
So you're saying you're not able to clean it up from your end of
We
the.
can't go on. We've done our
I've got
side.
photos
Right.
of the most recent. I would go through every couple months and squeeze between the fence and our bamboo and clip whatever was pushing through.
We even went so far as to try to just keep this as cordial as possible. We put up that green screening, like on our side of the fence, that would keep it from going over. But it still means, like, when it grows up and then when it gets really high, it weeps over. He would have to cut it on his side, or we have to be able to allow to be on his property.
All right, I'm going to inquire from the city attorney here and tell me how I have jurisdiction, or how is this within my purview that
So, the civil matter, the dispute between the neighbors, is not within the jurisdiction of the court. However, the landscaping violation, which is under section 5-23 of the city's code, is within our jurisdiction. And section 1, mandates that landscaping shall be maintained by the property owner to prevent property damage and public safety hazards, including removal of disease, dying or dead plant removal, removal of branches hanging low over adjoining streets or sidewalks, and trimming or removal of plant material extending beyond the property line, and obstructing sidewalks, parking lots, street lighting, street signs, or traffic signals. So basically, what the code requires is for the property owner to maintain their landscaping in such a way that it would not extend past the property line.
All right.
We have to
Do you
be on
guys-
his property in order to do so. We can't do that from our side of the property. The bamboo is, I don't know how many feet deep it is, but it's,
It varied. Now that it's so thinned out, like I said, the arborist thinks that it may have been poisoned. That area now you can get right to the fence, but in other areas it's 6, 8, 10 feet deep on our side of the fence, and I would have to go into his yard, which, as you can imagine, the 2 of us now don't get along very well.
and we live in a stand your ground state, so, and we did. We actually, like said, like, the only way that we're gonna be able to do this is if you allow us on your property. So my husband did, as I sat there and paced in the house, wondering like what the guy was gonna do. He's not very reasonable. I don't really know what to do at this point. It's kind of a moot point, because we finally, since he did so much damage to it, we just like had somebody come out and literally hacked it down as short as was humanly possible. So now, it doesn't even do the job that we wanted it to do, which was to give us privacy, because he's poisoned it and he's hacked it within 2 feet of our property. So now, I'm not sure how tall it is now, but it's pretty short.
series of about 30 photos of the bamboo. So that shows you how far he's reached in, and hack, there's some cases just bent and left everything in there bent down dry.
Okay, I see the bent bamboos.
Yes.
It was a lot. It actually took up the entire space between both of our houses. That will never grow back. It's done.
A year ago, it was one continuous, just lush wall of green bamboo. Now there's spaces where there's 6 or 8 foot spaces where there's nothing.
There's
at all.
nothing.
I
Just
can
a
see
clear view
that.
of the fence with that. We've gone and put up that privacy screening now so that no branches can push through.
Mhm.
And we've told him before, you know, as it grows, it doesn't stay perfectly straight. So if it leans, if it's over his fence line, he can cut it. What he did was went in below the fence line and cut entire stalks down.
Okay. All right, but your citation is for all the overgrown
Correct.
bamboos that's extended over to the neighbor's yard as well.
Correct.
Okay, so
we did just
Which
have.
doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
okay, does not.
Sunshine State
When was
came
this
out
taken?
About 4 weeks ago. And clear
Okay.
cut
We
everything
spent
along the fence line.
$2,700 cleaning up this guy's disaster of a situation.
Okay, so these pictures are kind of old. They're
Yeah.
July 24th. So they're
Yeah.
saying that it's been done. So what I'm gonna do is table it so that you can have an opportunity to go back and see.
Okay.
And see whether or
Yeah,
not they
definitely.
are in compliance.
Okay.
Okay?
So now, is there any advice going forward? Because, I mean, we've explained it to the officer who's been cooperative with us. Our next door neighbor basically now is
He's just gonna keep calling.
using code
He's
as a
using
weapon
code as
to
a weapon to
constantly
completely
complain about
harass us. I'm afraid to even go out into my backyard because he comes out screaming at me.
I'm sorry
And
to hear that.
chases me down my driveway when I leave to go to work screaming at me, and other code compliance officers have witnessed it.
and avoids me like the plague.
It's
Waits for
really
me to leave
bad.
to work
Over
to
leaves.
speak to my 5-foot-tall wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give you guys advice on what to do.
I mean, if he comes out in the next day or two and sees that it's clear cut and the fence line is clean on that side, he's
still gonna
continue
call.
to call about that. He's tried calling about our dogs. We've had to go and get all the paperwork and show the registration paperwork to the city. He tried claiming, I think, that we have a dozen animals living in our house, which we don't. We have the registration, showed it to the animal officer who came out, who said, yeah, you guys are fine, everything's good. He's continued to call and call.
This happened literally 3 weeks after we moved into the house. We put a fence up, and I guess all the neighbors didn't have a fence. And he came out, we had just moved in there, and was completely yelling that we ruined the water view. And that was it. From there on out, it was like,
And it's
anytime we blinked,
4-foot
that
or
was
5-foot
it.
green chain link fence, so it kind of blends into the grass. You didn't even see the fence, but he was used to coming out and seeing 5 yards of wide open space. And
Well, I understand.
Time to move.
Well, I wish you guys, okay, there's another case, actually.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the second case is a reference to storm shutters. Oh, not a storm shutter. Sorry, a piece of plywood that's placed on the side by the garage. I previously spoke with Mr. Edward, and he advised that he is waiting on the window to ship out. Correct?
yeah, the house was built in '49, so they're all custom-sized windows, and they're the windows that open, swing out like a door almost, which isn't a standard hurricane window. So we're having trouble getting those made in any.
and they have to
reasonable
come
amount
out
of
and
time.
install it. We
So
found
we still have the
somebody,
two
but we
windows there that
just
do have
found
the
them.
plywood covering those 2 windows.
It's in the back corner. They
Yeah.
got blown out
And
during the
like I
hurricane.
explained to him, I gave him the maximum time that I'm allowed to, the 30 days, and that's why I forwarded to the magistrate, so you give them the ample time they need for them to replace the window.
Okay.
That window in question, it's a garage window, so I can take the plywood off and just hope, the rainy season's over with, so we shouldn't have too much issue with water.
They're gonna come out anyhow. I already talked to them.
Okay, so you want to give him 30 days And then you go by and
Up to
see
you.
if it's in compliance? Okay, I'll table it 30 days. Good luck, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To you both. All right.
And those are all the items on the agenda.
I have a young lady sitting here. Oh, okay. Come here. How are you? What's your name? Okay. All right, you were just observing?
Right, I had a case, but it went into compliance.
Okay.
I've never been to one of the hearings, so
Uh-huh.
I considered it.
And what is your takeaway? What do you think?
Fair. But speaking on each case, you were fair, you gave ample enough time for them to come back and give compliance, and these are set. Rules are rules, they're just doing their job. At first I was upset.
Right.
But I see they're just doing their job.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Love the hair, Sister Lock. Bye. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are free to go. Thank you. Happy holidays. I'm not going to see you guys for the rest of the month. Thank you. See you next year. All right, let's take a 5, 10. Yeah, let's take a 10 minutes recess, guys. I'm tired. All right, we are back on the record. Let's call our next case.
Item number 6, 13100 Sunrise Plaza. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case is CEWWC 2018-00096. Item number 6.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. That violation has been complied.
All right.
Item number 9, Alimentos Venezuela. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. Case CESIP 2018-00044. Item number 9.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was cited July 24, 2018, in reference to a prohibited banner that's placed on the building. The property was advised to obtain a variance from the CP&D department in order to have the banner. As of November 14, when the notice to appear was posted, no variance or permits have been pulled for the banner at the daycare facility.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I find in favor of the city enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $350.
The next item on the agenda is number 12, Anna La Rosa. Ernst Baptiste is the officer. Case CEWWC 2018-00025. Item 12.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case that was open for a top that is on the roof that need to be removed and repair the roof. Violation was opened back in May 5th, 2018. Certified mail was sent out and the property was posted November 15, 2015. Let the record show that I took picture yesterday and it shows that a ripped blue top is on the roof.
And there's probably a logical explanation, but they didn't show up. So based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Property owner has until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500.
The next item is 13, 14, Andre Knowles. Ernst Baptiste is the officer. Case number CEEXP 2018-00182. And that property also has another case, item 15, CERCV 2018-00149.
Ernst Baptiste, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This first case is for the exterior of the property. Violation was observed on August 8, 2018. Property was posted on November 13, 2018. Certified mail was sent out. I have picture of the place for the exterior. You want both pictures?
Mm-hmm.
And the RV.
What did you say about notice?
11/13/2018. Both cases were posted at the place and certified mail was sent out.
And you have not made contact with?
No, no contact. No one called me, and I visited the place and posted. No one called, and
And the RV is still there?
still there. Yes.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Property owner has until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount. As to the RV, this adjudication, 350, and as to the paint, 350.
The next case is item 16, Andres Cabrera Perez. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, case CERCV 2018-00073. Item 16.
Whose case?
Item number 16, Karen Jean Lewis. Andres Cabrera Perez. It should be under letter A. Andres.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was cited back on May 29, 2018. It was tabled twice as a courtesy to the city employee whose father resides at this residence. Several times I've been in contact with the son. He advised his father was out of town, out of the country. They're going to move the trailer, but it's still there. And the last time we were here, November 8, 2018, he was found guilty. Ooh. Yeah. So that's where we're at now on December the 5th.
You saying that the violation is still there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me see. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation still exists. Also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $500 is hereby ratified.
The next item is item number 21, Bernos Matherin. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case number CGMP 2018-00127, item 21.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This property was originally cited on April the 17th, 2018, under General Maintenance of Properties to pressure clean and paint the property. Oh wait, correction, this is for the roof, to repair the roof. When I went by on November 13, 2018, I did make contact with a lady that was outside, and she advised that the homeowner is aware of the work that needs to be done at the property. However, he's just not doing any of the work. It was hand delivered to A. Bernos on November the 13th, 2018.
Officer Noel. Tell me about notice.
The notice to appear was hand delivered to A. Bernos on November the 13th at 4:10 p.m. and the notice to appear was mailed out October 20. No, that's when it was scheduled.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter into adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not resolve by the abatement date, that will be a daily fine amount of $500.
Would you like to call the customer that just walked in, your magistrate?
Yes.
That's going to be item 85, Martha Martinez. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The case number CERCV 2018-00161, item 85. Thank you.
Here. Here. Pilar.
No, she's the owner, but I can translate it.
Just the owner?
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to translate for her? What do you to her?
No, I don't know what about the she has
What are you
the
to
appearance.
her? That's just a translation, because we normally have a translator who left because you guys are
No, but I can translate it if you want.
I guess swear both of them in. We're just gonna have to.
You gotta raise your hand, and you have to swear you in. Do you swear? You're gonna translate for her? You gotta swear.
Okay.
You gotta raise your hand too, because you're gonna be tested. You gotta also swear.
So do him first.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you? Okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth?
No, he's the translator.
Yeah,
Whatever.
que usted acepta decir toda la
Swear him in
verdad.
as a translator. I don't know.
Swear him as a translator?
Yeah.
You solemnly swear, raise your hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you're about to give in this proceeding will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Let's say I do.
Yes.
Okay, now he can translate for her.
When I say this, you just translate for her. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear?
Yes.
You gotta translate for her. Do you swear
Que usted acepta decir
or
la
affirm
la-
that the testimony
testificar
you're about to give in this proceeding
acerca de lo que te van a preguntar.
will be the truth,
Que todo va a ser la
the whole
verdad.
truth,
Okay.
Solo la verdad.
and nothing but the truth?
Y nada más que la verdad.
Let's
Okay.
say I do.
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On August 13, 2018, the property was cited for a recreational vehicle. There is a Jesus Cristo trailer that is parked on the property, and in order for it to remain on the property owner would need to obtain a variance.
Go ahead and translate for her.
Estaba un vehículo.
Speaking to the mic.
rosa. Estaba un vehículo que dice Jesucristo vive, salva, liberta y que dice que para ellos es un vehículo recreacional. Entonces, que si estabas notificado antes de eso, acerca de eso.
No.
No what? Hmm?
No, she said no.
No to what? There wasn't a question.
Yeah, she didn't know about it.
Huh?
She doesn't has advisements about that. That the first time the letter that you sent
Mhm.
that she said that's the only.
Do you have a photograph of the?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, is this yours?
Yeah, she has it.
Okay. Does she understand the violation?
It's August 30.
Huh?
August 30, right? De agosto 3.
All right. Does she understand the violation? Does she understand this cannot stay there? That it has to be moved? Or she... Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Que dice que eso es una violación y que tú lo tienes que mover. Pero tú sabías de eso.
No.
She doesn't. She didn't know about it. She has to move or no. It's the first time that.
Okay.
She knows that about it.
All right. So she either has to move it or she has to get a variance for them to allow her to keep that there on the property.
Que tienes que moverlo o puedes enfrentar un fine, una multa.
Huh?
But
The application that you have there, is the variance. No, the other one. Yes. If you fill that out and you submit it to the department and they approve it, it can stay on the property. If they say no, it has to go.
Tienes que llenar esto y
He
una
can't
vez que
do
lo
it.
llenes, entonces vienes y una vez que ellos van a decidir si lo puede tener o no lo puede tener la propiedad. ¿Alguna pregunta? Sí, esto sí lo sabía que ella tiene que llenar
English.
esto.
English.
Oh, she said.
What happened now? What did I miss? Hmm?
Okay, she said that you can extend the permit to because she want to fill out this application. She want to do like you say that the rule, the
Go
step by
apply
step.
for the variance. Okay. So
But-
basically, I'm going to enter an adjudication. I do find that the violation exists. Find in favor of the city. She has given her till January 30th.
Yeah, enero.
To resolve
30,
the
right?
violation.
30. January 30.
January 30, yes.
Enero
Okay, and
Thank you.
if it's not resolved, let her know there will be a daily fine amount of $200
Si
for
no
each
lo
day
hace,
that it
entonces se
stays
haga
on the
una multa de
property.
$200.
Okay?
All right, that's okay.
All right. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
God bless you.
The next two cases are for Karen Jean Lewis, item 23 and 24 for Best Deal Investment.
Thank you. Is there an exit back there? Can they?
The first case is CEEXP 2018-00185, item 23, Best Deal Investments.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On August 9th, 2018, the property was cited for exterior maintenance to pressure clean and paint the entire property because the paint is chipped. And it was also cited to obtain a permit and repair and paint the damaged fascia boards. As of November 15, 2018, when the notice to appear was posted to the property, there has been no change and no contact from the property owner. in reference to remedying the violation.
Okay, but have you been back?
Yes, I drive by that house every day, and there's no change.
Okay, so, because that's the testimony I want to hear. Because if you guys tell me that you since November, it doesn't help, because between November and now, it could have been fixed. So your testimony is that as of today's hearing, it's in the
still
same condition?
The same condition.
Okay. Let me see the photos. Okay. All right, so this was for the fascia boards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And also to pressure clean and paint the property because the paint is chipped along the walls
All
of the
right.
property.
Yeah, okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find in favor of the city. I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Property owner has until January 30th to resolve, by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500 for each case.
The next case is item number 27. Krishna Augustin. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case number is CEWWC 2018-00104, item 27.
Your magistrate, this property owner was here this morning. There are about 6 cases in total. I didn't realize that this one was scheduled for the evening hearing, but he's already working on remedying the violations. So we can go ahead and dismiss this because it's going to be complied.
Okay.
The next item is item 29. Clara Rowe, Ernst Baptiste is the officer, case number CEEXP 2018-00160.
Complied.
All right. Thank you.
The next item is item number 38, EGR Investments. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. Case number CETRE 2018-00001, item 38.
What happened at 37?
Vanessa Willis is not here, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to find out, because I never received an email.
Okay.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On June 5th, 2018, a complaint was received from the neighboring property in reference to the tree that fell and is now hanging on their yard. I made contact with the property manager, Olga, who advised she would send someone out to inspect the property to cut and remove the damaged tree that's hanging on the adjacent property. As of the last reinspection to the property, when the notice to appear was posted, the tree is in the same position, no change, and on November the 8th, 2018, they were found guilty with an abatement date of November 28th.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. The daily fine amount of $500 is hereby ratified.
Next case is item number 39, Edward Hoshaw. Ernst Baptiste is the officer, CEPFY 2018-00454, item 39.
Ernst Baptist, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is case that was open back in July 25th, 2018 for a car park on the front lawn. Property was posted on November 14, 2018. And I took picture, car still parked.
Is that a paved area or no?
Nope. Caught a kid the grass.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to repair, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $200.
Next case is item number 40, Edwin Torres. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. CEGMP 2018-00126, item 40.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was cited on April 16, 2018 for general maintenance of property due to the roof having a blue tarp on it and needing repair. The notice to appear was posted on November 13, 2018. The violation still remains and no contact from the property owner.
All right, 1 second. Hold on. Tell me again about notice.
Notice to appear was mailed out to the property on November 19.
All right.
And on November 13, 2018, the property was posted with the notice to appear.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500.
The next item is item 43, Excelina Noel. Jose Perez is the officer. Case CEGMP 2018-00263, item 43.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez, today hearing the case for the property at 201 Northwest 124th Street, reference general maintenance of properties. This is a reference to a deteriorated awning in the rear side of the property. The property was serviced on November 15th at 12:40 p.m. It was also sent certified mail. Photographs of the incident.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owner has until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $150.
The next case is item 46, Gabrielle Cherry. Jose Perez is the officer, case CEIVY 2018-00311, item 46.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12615 Northeast Miami Place, in reference to an inoperable vehicle on private property. We have photographs of the incident. Property was serviced on November 15th, 2018 at 2:54 p.m. Property was also sent certified mail. The city wants an adjudication so we could have the vehicle removed from private property.
How do we know it's inoperable?
The tires are all flat. The vehicle has not moved in several months.
Okay. You know, I can't tell. I can't see the tires from these photos. All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice. The owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owner has until January 30th. I wish to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
The next two cases are 51 and 52, Gwendolyn Spence. Jose Perez is the officer. Case number CENBR 2018-00046 and CESSP 2018-00216, item 51 and 52.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today you're hearing the case in reference to the property at 13090 Griffin Boulevard, in reference to storm shutter placements. Property was serviced on November 19th at 12:56 p.m. Property was also sent certified mail. We have photographs of the incident.
This is for both the storm shutters and the
Storm shutters throughout the entire property that are closed.
address numbers.
Yes, that's the next case.
You can go ahead and go into the next case as well.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez referenced the property at 13090 Griffin Boulevard. This is in reference to a number of all buildings. The property needs to place address numbers where it can be visible from the public right-of-way. Property was serviced on the same date, November 19th at 12:56 p.m. It was also sent certified mail. We also have photographs of the property showing no address.
All right, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violations do exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication on both cases. As to case number CENBR 2018-000046 as to the address numbers, adjudication $100. As to CESSP 2018-000216, the shutters, adjudication $350.
The next item is item 57, Jasmine Jennings, Ernest Baptiste is the officer, case CERCV 2018-00029. Item 57.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case that was open. Let me, for the record, I want to enter this case as a repeat violator because that case I brought them back here and they were found guilty, and I was moved to another area of the city, and then they brought the boat back, although he was found guilty and he was lean, I believe, and they didn't. Right after, they called me and said, okay, I'm gonna remove the boat, and then I moved on the west side and came back again. The boat is the same place, so I posted the property on November 16, 2018, took picture. This case was open March 13, 2018, and I have picture that I took on November 16.
In addition to posting, what other notice was provided?
Certified mail was sent out to the property.
All right. Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation still exists or does exist. I find in favor of the city enter an adjudication based on the testimony of the code enforcement officer. I find that this is a repeat violation. Property owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $600.
Next item is item 58, Jean Lemarin. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer in the case number CEGMP 2018-00123, item 58.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was originally cited April 16, 2018, in reference to a blue tarp on the roof and the roof needing repair. The notice to appear was hand-delivered to the property owner, Jean Lemarin. Notice to appear was also mailed certified, and as of today, December 5th, 2018, the violation remains.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice. Given notice, the property owner has failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owner has until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500.
The next case is item 61, Jeannie Richards. John Dorval is the officer, case number CESSP 2018-00166, item 61.
Good evening. This case is for SSP, which is shutters placement. The property was posted on November the 14th, 2018. The initial violation was written on June the 5th, 2018. The property was also sent certified mail. I will give you that date. Pardon me. It was sent certified mail. I have the receipt here. November the 19th, 2018. Sorry.
Okay.
I have pictures in the file. This property was posted, as I stated before, and here are the pictures of the as of today, this morning, there has been no compliance.
Yeah. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find a violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice. Owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $350.
The next two cases are for Jose Perez, items 62 and 63 for JG Reg 3 LLC, case CEFAW 2018-00207 and 208.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12245 Northwest 2nd Avenue. This property is in violation of the maintenance of fences, walls, and hedges. This was previously adjudicated. Property was served. Ordered to comply on November 13th at 4:20 p.m. This also was served the notice to appear on November 15th, 2018 at 12:20 p.m. The property was also sent certified mail. Compliance has not been met. The city wishes to roll back the fines to November 28th, the last reinspection date. Want me to go on to the next one?
Photos.
Oh, photos.
Okay, you can go into the next case.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez, reference to the property at 12245 Northwest 2nd Avenue. Property is in violations of the maintenance of fences, walls, and hedges. Property was previously adjudicated. Property was served. The order to comply on November 13th at 4:20 p.m. Property was also served the notice to appear at November 15th at 12:20 p.m. The property is not in compliance. We wish to roll back the fines to November 28th. Photographs of the violation.
All right, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violations, I find that the violations still exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. The daily fine amount, of $150 on case number CEFAW 2018-00207 is ratified. Retroactive to November 28, 2018, and fine amount $500, and the case number CEFAW 2018000208 is ratified, retroactive to November 28, 2018.
The next item is item number 66, King Edward. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. Permit CEBLR 2018-00061, item 66.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was cited on September the 4th, 2018, in reference to the property address being painted the same color as the house, making it not visible from the public right-of-way. Notice to appear was posted on November 15, 2018. Notice to appear was also mailed certified, and the violation still remains.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $100.
The next item is item 72, Lorette Delafonte. Wayne Clark is the officer. Case number CEWWC 2018-00010.
Wayne Clark, City, North Miami Code Compliance. This is in reference to damaged window at the front of the property. The property was posted with good notice on November 13th, 2018. No one from the property has came forward. Reference to the violation still exists. I'd like to submit the photos for the record.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $300.
The next item is item 73, Lewis G. and Lewis A. Alexander. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. Case CEGEF 2018-00004.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was cited for a garbage enclosure. The violation was observed July 26, 2018. Notice to appear was posted at the property on November 16, 2018, and certified mail was sent out. As of today, December 5th, 2018, there's been no contact from the property owner and the violation remains.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice to owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $200.
The next item is items 74 and 75, Luis Jimenez. Ernest Baptiste is the officer. Case number CEEXP 2018-00162 and CEOSV 2018-00062.
Ernest Baptiste, City, North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is two cases that was open. One is for the exterior of the property. The paint is peeling. Property need to be repainted. And for storing dump truck at the place. The violation was observed on July 16, 2018, and property was posted on November 13, 2018. I'm showing that certified mail was sent out, and I have a picture.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Did I hear these cases before? Yes. Just when I remember the dump truck. All right. I find that the violation still exists. Also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $250 under case number CEEXP 2018000162 is ratified retro to November 28th. Daily fine amount of $500 is ratified under case number CEOSV 2018000062, retroactive to November 28th,
The next case is,
2018.
the next case is item 79, Marie Ambrose. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, and the case is CEEXP 2018-00205, item 79.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. On August 13, 2018, the property was cited for exterior main residence, and they were supposed to repair the damaged fascia boards and pressure clean and paint the remaining fascia boards as needed. Notice to appear was posted to the property and mail certified, and as of today, December 5th, 2018, the violation remains.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find the violation does exist. Find in favor of the city. Enter an adjudication. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. Enter an adjudication. Property owner has until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $500.
The next case is item 97, Roberto Alvarez. Wayne Clark is the officer, CEGMP 2018-00198, item 97.
Wayne Clark City, North Miami Code Compliance. This case is in reference to general property, general maintenance of property, window awnings, shows mildew and dirt. They were posted, the property was posted on November 13th, 2018, 9:10 a.m. Have a photo for the record. I went by there this morning and nothing has been done. And it's just like on the photo.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. Also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city. Enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $350.
The next item is 113, Yolette Meldor, Wayne Clark is the officer, case number CEIVY 2018-00294.
Wayne Clark City, North Miami Code Compliance. In this case, is reference to an inoperable vehicle on the property. The property was posted on November 13th, 2018 at 9:20 a.m. I went by on yesterday and took some photos, and I haven't heard anything from the owner of the vehicle. Although the neighbor said that he mentioned had something wrong with the transmission. However, the vehicle shows mildew from sitting for a long time, for quite a while, and it has flat tires, expired tag. I'd like to submit the photo for the record.
Yes. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount, $250.
The next case is item 115, Yves Saint-Fort. John Dorval is the officer, case CENBR 2018-00073.
Good evening.
Oh, good night. Have a good night.
Good night.
This case is in reference to numbers not being visible from the public right of way. It's in reference to property 1223 Northeast 137th Terrace. This property was posted on November the 15th, 2018 at 10:09 a.m. It was also sent certified mail on November the 20th. I have pictures in the file. This is a duplex. This property has two addresses. One side has the address, the other one does not. As the picture clearly shows, the address is painted over. I've had no contact with this property owner, no compliance.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication. Owners have until January 30th by which to resolve the violation. If the violation is not resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $100.
The next item on the agenda is 103, Susan Carpentier. Jose Perez is the officer, case CEFAW 2018-00205.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case at property 12105 Northwest 2nd Avenue in reference to maintenance of fence, walls, and hedges. Property was previously adjudicated. Property was served the order to comply on November 13th, 2018 at 4:03 p.m. Property was served notice to appear at November 15th at 12:31 p.m. It was also sent certified mail. Property has not complied. Here are the photographs.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find the violation still exists. Also find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $300 is hereby ratified, retroactive.
The next case is 111 for Jose Perez, Valcon Dynamic, CEFAW 2018-00215.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 12225 North Miami Avenue, reference to maintenance of fence, walls, and hedges. Property was previously adjudicated. Property was served the order to comply on November 13th, 2018 at 12:57 p.m. Property was also served notice to appear on November 15th at 2:18 p.m. It was also sent certified mail. Property has not complied. Attached photographs.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violations still exist. Also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $200 is hereby ratified.
The next case is item 104, Sylvia Salan. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, case number CEGMP 2018-00118. Sylvia, 830 Northeast 138th Street.
Good evening, Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. This violation has been complied.
The next case is 112 Wenley Corporation. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer, case number CEEXE 2018-00009.
Complied.
And those are all the items on our agenda.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Well.